And then if I click this one here, it'll start a recording where I can say, "This is a daytime audio video test on the Annke Crater." All right, and today, special thanks to our friends over at Annke who were nice enough to send us their latest and greatest camera. Today we have the Annke Crater Por Camera. This is a 6 megapixel, see it right there, 6 megapixel Super HD indoor camera. And this actually has pan and tilt. It even works on a 2.4 and a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which as many of you may know, most only work on the 2.4 gigahertz. Being on the 5 gigahertz may have less distance, but if your router is close enough, you'll get a much better speed off the 5 gigahertz band versus the 2.4. It also, of course, has two-way talk, works with Alexa, and even has a smart tracking where it can track somebody around the room. So thanks to Annke for sending this to me. We're going to get on the overhead rig. We'll go through the unboxing, then we'll go through the setup with their app, and I'll show you some audio video clips directly from this Annke Crater Por camera. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch, and let's check out this Annke camera. All right, so this is our Annke Crater Por camera, Supervision, Smarter Guardian, 24/7 recording, sound detection, smart tracking, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz dual band camera, AI human detection, works with Alexa, 6 megapixel Super HD, nothing on the bottom, just the Annke logo on the top. The side mentions Annke Smart Home, over 5 million happy users. And this side just mentions what's inside the box. And you can see we have the 6 megapixel indoor cam PT for pan and tilt, I believe, model L51GK. And the back has some of these more detailed items. So 6 megapixel Super HD for crystal clarity like never before, infrared night vision, 350 degree pan and 60 degree tilt, two-way audio, one key alarm, multi-user sharing, a sleep mode so you cannot be recorded during certain times if you would like, and it has local and cloud storage with local storage working up to 128 gigabyte micro SD card for the 24/7 recording. So let's open this on up, take a look at what we have here. A little bit of foam on top, got a nice instruction manual here. We've got the camera here, and then this is an accessories box and nothing else in the box. So in our accessories box we have some important items, a included USB brick, this is of course to power the camera, an included USB-C cable, looks like a nice length as well to power the camera as well, a set of screws and anchors for the included, that's it for the box. Wall mount here, look at that. So you put your two screws in, your camera goes in here, you can rotate this and then tighten it once you have whatever position you may need. And lastly is, wow, very nice. Okay, so you got your tilting camera here, your camera lens. At the top here you have a reset button, and that's your SD card slot. Very nice looking camera, and it can of course turn around all the way. Very nice. Okay, got your speaker on the back. Here's your little mount on the bottom, and this is a nice rubber grip. And essentially that's a look at this Annke Crater Por camera unboxing. So we're going to download their app. We'll show you that app. Once we get the app downloaded, we'll show you the steps it takes to set up this camera. We'll go through some of the features of the app and show you the settings, and then we'll show you some audio video clips directly from this camera, including daytime and nighttime clips. Let's do that now. So search the Google Play or the App Store for the My Annke app. This is the app here. Install this app on your phone, create you an account, and we'll tell you what to do next. We will check out the length of this power cable. Let's see how long it is. So my guesstimate here, I'm 5'8". This goes just over my head, so I'd say it's about 6, maybe even 6.5 feet. Nice length of a power cable. So first, of course, plug your USB port into your power brick. Plug your power brick into power, which I have right behind my desk here. You of course just take this and plug your camera into power, and the camera should actually boot up. So now this is a look at the My Annke app. Very easily we just click our plus sign here in the top left corner. It wants to obtain our Wi-Fi list, so we'll agree.
Configure mode.
All right, and allow that while using the app. And this will help it find devices nearby, so we'll click allow. And it's asking what we have. So we have smart camera, we'll select that. It is powered on, we'll click next. And then we'll scan the QR code on the back of the camera. which is here on the bottom. And then it's asking us, do we want to configure by sound or QR code? So we're going to do QR code. We'll put in our Wi-Fi information here. Once your Wi-Fi password is in, click next. And now it is preparing that connection. We'll give it a moment to do its thing. Little drip sound. And this should give us a QR code here. There we go. There's our QR code on our phone. So now we will scan this QR code on our phone using the Annke camera like so.
Scanned QR. Connecting to Wi-Fi.
There we go.
Connecting to the server. Configure successfully.
All right, configured successfully. We'll give it a name. Now that it has a name, click finish. And there we go. Our camera is set up. So before I continue, I want to put in an SD card. So this is a class 10 32 gigabyte SD card. Any class 10 SD card should work up to 128 gigabytes. So we'll just slide this in here. It shows you the direction and everything. There we go. Clicked in place. And we may or may not have to restart the camera. I am going to flip my little power switch and then flip it back on, fix my display box, and give the camera a moment to reboot, which then the SD card should be recognized. Also, I'll kill my app here. Just heard the camera say powered on, so we'll open back up our My Annke app. And so if we click here, it opens up our camera. You can see my hand down here. Password, settings. Oh, so it wants me to put in a password. We'll put that in real quick. And cloud storage, we'll talk later about that. So select back onto our camera and let me make sure my volume's down. There we go. So here at the bottom, you have cloud and SD. If you select SD, this is how you're able to see those recordings from the SD card. This here will record a video. This here will take a photo. That will let you talk to the camera, and that's the alarm. Then here we have your settings for your resolution. 6 megapixels the highest, so I'm gonna leave it there. That's the auto nighttime feature. This will mute and unmute the camera here. And this will, of course, take it to full screen where you get those same settings here across the bottom. Go back. Now, if we go up here to the settings gear, you get a few other features. So you have your about, device upgrades, date and time, restart, and factory reset. I'm surprised those are at the top, but hey. Set password, which I just did. Device sharings, where you can share it with people. Notifications. So here's your notifications. I'm getting mobile notifications. You can put the active tracking on, which with that on, it'll now... Let me go back and just try to show you. Like if I go right, see it's going right. Now, for my own testing, I'm going to turn that back off. Now record. This is where you see the SD card information. It is set to all day recording. You can do scheduled recording if you like, but with an SD card, it'll just continue to override it, which is the best way. Then if we go back, we can see record box. Interesting. Oh, you can connect it to an NVR. Very nice. Okay. And cloud, of course, these are your Wi-Fi settings. You can flip the screen if needed, if you need to flip it upside down. These are your sound settings. So the mic and the speaker, we'll put those to 100%. Save. There we go. And then video streaming and frequency. Shouldn't need to do anything here. And then Alexa and some experimental features there. Okay. And so now as for the pan and tilt features, you don't have the feature to literally pan and tilt it in the settings here, it seems, but you could, turn it and set it however you need it, and then once it's set there, it's set there. Now, of course, if you have the motion tracking on, it's going to move around. So let's do a few of my tests. Let's take a photo. So I'll throw up my peace sign, click this button, and say cheese. There we go, image saved to my album. And then if I click this one here, it'll start a recording where I can say, this is a daytime audio video test on the Annke Crater Pro camera. And then of course select that again, and that has been saved to the album. Now, I will do a nighttime audio video test, and I will throw that clip in right here. And this is a nighttime audio video test on the Annke Crater Pro camera. And lastly, let me go into another room. I will use the microphone here and long press to talk to the camera so you can hear the camera on this speaker, and we'll see what we think. This is a speaker test on the Annke Crater Pro camera. And there you have it. That'll essentially do it. So that's a look at this Annke Crater Por camera. Absolutely stellar image quality at 6 megapixels. Truly one of the best indoor security cameras that I have seen. I think the tracking feature is a great addition. Personally, not something that I really like, but for a lot of people, if they want to track something going on inside their house as it moves through, I think it's a great additional option. My favorite feature would, of course, be the 24/7 local recording and the fact that this will load really fast on a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi connection. Everything that you saw on my screen was actual load times, so I know know I was on a 5 gigahertz connection because I was literally 7 feet away from my main router that's plugged directly into my modem. At the end of the day though, a great indoor camera would be great as a baby monitor, great as a security camera, crystal clear picture, and with the SD card, no need to pay for any cloud storage. So thanks again to Annke, who was nice enough to send this to me. I'll of course have this exact product linked down below in my description if you'd like to grab one for yourself. And that should do it for today's video. Click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. We'll see you in the next one. Deuces.